Goop wellness products include everything from expensive crystals to essential oils, saying they can treat ailments like migraines, depression, even autoimmune diseases.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 craziest celebrity court cases.
Santa Barbara County spent more than $2 million and 4 months of trial for this.
Not guilty of the lewd act upon
Michael Jackson is a free man.
For this list, we're looking at court cases involving famous people that were quite out there, either by the nature of the case or the shocking details they revealed. Which of these do you find the most memorable? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Oprah goes to court over a burger. 1997. Did you know that you could get sued for making libelous claims against food? How Oprah got sued for dissing a burger may sound like an Onion article, but it was hilariously real.
When I first started this trial, the thing that was hardest for me was to be myself.
During one episode of her popular talk show, Oprah was speaking with a guest who was linking the consumption of beef to various neurodegenerative diseases. Cattle industry executives then sued Winfrey and her guest for falsely disparaging beef, claiming that their comments had cost them millions in lost revenue.
Part of the reason Oprah Winfrey is being sued for millions for allegedly disparaging the beef industry is because of the influence she has on her audience.
It supposedly fell under Texas's food disparagement law, so the case actually went to court. However, it was found that that particular law did not rightly apply to Oprah's case, and she was acquitted by the jury.
My reaction is that free speech not only lives, it rocks.
Number 9. Katy Perry versus Nuns, 2018. Turn this story into a mini-series right now. Katy Perry tried purchasing an ex-convent in Los Angeles for nearly $15 million, but the sale got caught up in legal real estate complexities.
The Archbishop wants to sell it to her. The nuns are saying, no, we don't want to. They already have sold the property to someone else.
In the late 2010s, a hearing was held to help clear up the convent's disputed ownership. Unfortunately, one of the nuns, a sister named Catherine Rose Holtzman, reportedly collapsed and died in court.
That sister, Catherine Rose, explaining why she wanted to block the sale of her former convent to pop star Katy Perry. Rose collapsed and died in court today during a hearing involving the ongoing battle to prevent Perry from taking over the property.
Her last words were supposedly, quote, "Katy Perry, please stop." The other nun, Sister Rita Callanan, then told Perry that she had, quote, blood on her hands, owing to the sudden death of Holtzman. Regardless, Perry ended up winning the battle and was awarded millions in legal fees.
Judge has canceled a deed and invalidated the sale of a former convent in Los Feliz to a businesswoman. That will now clear the way for Katy Perry to buy the property.
Number 8. Anna Nicole Smith fights for her husband's estate, 1996 to 2007. Anna Nicole Smith was a very famous Playboy model who married an oil tycoon named J. Howard Marshall. They were married when Smith was 26 and Marshall was 89.
In 1994, she married oil tycoon Howard Marshall, who died at the age of 90.
Smith was viciously lambasted in the media and widely called a gold digger. The marriage lasted just 13 months as Marshall soon passed. Smith was left out of his will, but she claimed that Marshall had told her he would leave her his hefty stake in Coke Industries.
He just always promised me once we're married, half of everything is mine. That was his promise to me.
The subsequent court case over Smith's personal inheritance got very messy, with bankruptcy court attempting to become involved due to Smith's filing. It was also very lengthy and eventually made its way to the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, Smith died of a prescription overdose before the case could be settled.
Good evening, Brian. Anna Nicole Smith was found unconscious in her hotel room early this afternoon, but efforts to revive her there failed.
Number 7. Gwyneth Paltrow falsely advertises, 2018. She may be a good actress, but Gwyneth Paltrow's reputation has largely been ruined by Goop.
Good morning, guys. I'm going to take you through my morning Goop routine. When I wake up in the morning, I usually don't do anything. I go straight to the gym after I have my coffee, and then when I come home, I do my little skincare ritual.
Her infamous lifestyle company sold various items like quartz vaginal eggs that supposedly helped with women's sexual and mental health. Many people were not having it, claiming that the items were nothing but snake oil.
Goop is using deceptive marketing to tell consumers that it has products that can treat, cure, or prevent a host of diseases and disorders.
In fact, the criticisms got so bad that Paltrow and her company were taken to court. The lawsuit argued that Goop's medical claims were unfounded and scientifically inaccurate. Furthermore, touting the product's so-called medical benefits supposedly fell under false advertisement. The prosecutors won the case, and Goop was ordered to pay nearly $150,000 in damages.
Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle company has agreed to pay a six-figure settlement for false advertising. A lawsuit filed by prosecutors from 10 California counties claims Goop did not have scientific backing for health claims about 3 online products.
Number 6. Jussie Smollett fakes a hate crime. 2019. Empire star Jussie Smollett shocked the world in January of 2019. Smollett claimed he was the victim of a hate crime by 2 masked supporters of Donald Trump.
What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks.
However, holes were quickly poked in his story, and the truth was revealed. Smollett had faked the attack and had paid 2 people to help him stage it. He was fiercely criticized and sued by the city of Chicago in April of the same year.
The Chicago police are now looking into whether Empire actor Jussie Smollett actually paid 2 men to fake an attack against him.
They wanted the $130,000 they had spent investigating his fake crime back. After initial charges were dropped, the second trial began in November of 2021 and did not last long, with Smollett being found guilty of disorderly conduct through his false police reports.
A jury has found that he is guilty of 5 of 6 counts of disorderly conduct.
He was sentenced to 150 days in jail and over 2 years probation. Number 5. Harvey Weinstein sparks Me Too. 2020. One of the major players in the Hollywood machine was taken down in October of 2017. Throughout that month, over 80 women accused producer Harvey Weinstein of inappropriate conduct, allegations that sparked both the Me Too movement and the overall Weinstein effect.
I can assure you, it is not necessary to have forensic evidence in order for this case to be proven.
The resulting 2020 trial was bizarre. Weinstein showed up to court wielding a walker and complaining about severe back pain, while others claimed that he was trying to generate sympathy by appearing old and frail.
Don't say your walker's a prop. What do you say to that?
Look at it.
What did you want to say?
The jury also deliberated for 5 whole days, which generated a lot of tension within the general public. They came back with 2 guilty charges, and Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison.
The former movie mogul appearing stunned by the verdict as he was lifted out of his seat and taken to jail.
Number 4. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. 2022. You couldn't go anywhere in the spring of 2022 without hearing about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Heard has accused Depp of mistreating her during their years-long relationship. Depp defended his reputation and sued Heard after she wrote a defamatory op-ed in the Washington Post. He also claimed that it was Heard who was violent towards him, not the other way around.
Is claiming defamation and suing Heard for $50 million. She's filed a countersuit for $100 million.
The resulting trial became a national sensation, with many clips from the live stream going viral on social media. These clips saw millions of views and generated countless memes. It's been more of a circus than a legal trial, demonstrating how social media has become part of news and information dissemination in this day and age.
The whole thing makes me insanely sad. These are people who are damaged and continuing to damage each other. It breaks my heart.
Number 3. The Michael Jackson Media Circus. 2005. After years of rumors, Michael Jackson was finally taken to court. 2005 saw the people of the state of California versus Michael Joe Jackson, where Jackson faced several charges involving a minor.
There are questions about whether the nation's most famous defendant can get a fair trial.
The trial spanned 4 months and spawned a media circus that saw countless news outlets depicting Jackson in a negative manner.
Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court.
In fact, journalists criticized the media's reaction to the trial, calling their coverage shameful and inaccurate. The trial also saw the appearance of many notable celebrities, including Chris Tucker, Jay Leno, and Macaulay Culkin, all of whom defended Jackson. In the end, Jackson was found innocent and acquitted of all charges.
Not guilty, 10 times. Not guilty for Michael Jackson. In California, a dramatic conclusion to one of the most sensational trials in entertainment history.
Number 2, Bill Cosby ruins a stellar reputation, 2017 and 2018. For decades, Bill Cosby was regarded as a national icon.
The fall from grace of a living American legend 50 years in the making. Bill Cosby's alleged questionable behavior had gone largely unnoticed for decades.
That all changed around 2014 when comedian Hannibal Buress alluded to how harmful and dangerous he was while on stage. Dozens of women came forward claiming that Cosby had attacked them in some way, and it all led to a legal battle with Andrea Constand. A majority of the cases, other than Constand's, fell outside the statute of limitations, protecting Cosby from legal repercussions. The trial that resulted following the unsealing of the 2005 deposition in Andrea Constand versus William H. Cosby Jr. was extensively covered in the media.
It has been 2 days of dramatic testimony from Andrea Constand and her mother. The big question now is, did the jury believe them?
Following a 2017 mistrial and a 2018 second trial, Cosby's reputation was permanently tarnished. He was found guilty on 3 counts and given a 3 to 10-year prison sentence. However, this was overturned in June 2021, as Cosby's amendment rights had reportedly been violated.
The Philadelphia Supreme Court threw out the conviction, saying Cosby's due process rights were violated.
He was freed after less than 3 years behind bars.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. O.J. Simpson generates the trial of the century, 1994. There's simply no arguing it. The most sensational celebrity trial of all time belongs to O.J. Simpson. Before the trial, Simpson was regarded as a stellar football player who had long played for the Buffalo Bills.
He was an American icon, his story the American dream. He grew up in the projects of San Francisco and became a record-setting NFL running back and Hall of Famer.
After, he was known solely for the trial, so monumental was its importance to pop culture. This trial was everywhere at the time and was extensively covered in the media. The nation tuned in to watch it like it was an episode of Game of Thrones. It was filled with iconic twists and turns, memorable moments that live in infamy, and perhaps the most controversial outcome in recent court history.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187.
There has never been a public trial quite like it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.